But magic. I'm back. First of all, before we get into anything, look at this. Oh, it's a piece of toast in a toaster. His name is PJ, peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter being one word. Very important. But I found out you can't really see his face, so he's gotta turn off. Hi, it's your little Miss Orangely, and this is my YouTube channel where I post videos. Sometimes, because yes. And this is the place where I get to be a professional idiot and share my opinion. Anyway, before I get into anything, actually, I just want to say holy. I'm so excited because you guys, that's right, you lovely things, got me to my 100 subscriber goal. And I couldn't be more grateful. I couldn't be more excited. I'm so freaking excited. Welcome. Let's get right into the video. Okay, before I say anything, this video will be a little bit sensitive. I'm not going to be going into any details whatsoever. I'm not showing imagery, nothing like that. But I do mention things to do with trauma, and mental health is one of the big ones. So if that makes you uncomfortable, I totally understand. You come first. Hopefully catch you in another video. Please take care of yourself, and I love you. Anyway, for anyone who is still here, let's get on to the video. The amount of times that I've had to record this video is insane because of course, only I could record a video over 10 times and still not get it right. This is it. I can feel it in my bones. So, early 2010s, Tumblr. Yes, the early 2010s when little elementary school me was conniving and thriving. Yes, the good old days. The reason I bring the early 2010s up is because Tumblr became one of the biggest influences when it comes to something called contemporary aesthetic, which you can imagine just kind of isn't what you would imagine regular aesthetic to be, which, if you don't know, aesthetic is the study between art, beauty, and tastes. Yeah, internet aesthetics are not that. Listen, we could talk about aesthetic another time, but today we're keeping it simple. Simple. By the way, how I see internet aesthetics is I see them as categories where if one thing looks like another thing and they share the same themes, they go into this aesthetic, which is a category. If that makes any sense, I don't know, man. I just work here. Internet aesthetics. There are so many internet aesthetics. Swear to God, someone's shitting out one every day. No problem.
I miss you so bad.
What the? And I say that because recently there was this really cute trend where people on TikTok were sharing silly little videos of themselves and being like, this is me core, like me aesthetic. And I think it's so cute. I'm here for it.
I miss you so bad. I miss you so bad. I miss you so bad.
That's my little thing. I know, very aesthetic of me. Even though the trend has passed by now, it's fine. Listen, if you learn anything about me, is that I'm f***ing late. I'm sorry. Like I said, there are so many aesthetics. If you go on the aesthetic wiki, you could be scrolling forever. It goes on and on. Which is fine. We love it. But since there's so many, I decided to only talk about 3. That's right, bestie, I thought about you again. Let's talk about 3 aesthetics, 2 of which I absolutely love. I'm excited. But the last one, I'm a little scared. Let's talk about weirdcore, dreamcore. Basically what happens with these aesthetics is that they take feelings of familiarity, nostalgia, and just comfort, and then mix them with big f*** around and find out vibes, along with disorientation and confusion. All 3 of these aesthetics basically share the same elements. Weirdcore and dreamcore are literally the same thing. Like, if you look up dreamcore, anything you find under there, you will find under weirdcore, and vice versa. So it's a little counterproductive to say what the differences is, but that's what I'm here for, man. Being counterproductive. I've heard some people say that dreamcore is the one that deals more with horror, but I'm sorry. Disembodied eyeballs will never be dreaming to me. I don't know what kind of dreams you guys are having, but I kind of want in on it. What I feel fits under dreamcore is like fuzzy, familiar, peachy, nostalgic, like suburb kind of photo, in contrast to weirdcore, where you got your mushrooms with their eyes staring into your very soul. Nonetheless, the two come together, so like I said, like, I don't know what I'm doing here, honestly. Nothing, really. So these two always come together. But they also come with a third aesthetic. Traumacore, if you don't know, is basically like the other two, but incredibly depressing. It's so sad. Again, not showing any images because you guys can go traumatize yourselves on your own time. I'm not in the traumacore community, and so I don't truly understand it. And this was my opinion from an outside point of view, looking in. First of all, my biggest gripe with traumacore stuff is there's no trigger warning. No heads up. Because traumacore almost always comes with the other two aesthetics, it is important to understand that your art, your creations are going to affect people. You know, the least you guys can do is put trigger warnings. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I personally relate traumacore to vent art. I think that in a sense, they're very similar, if not the same thing. The reason I say that is because I personally have done vent art, and it has stopped me from doing things that aren't good physically. So because I understand vent art, I do understand how traumacore can be used as a sort of coping mechanism. And if it works for you, that's great. And from an artist perspective, art is art, and you should be able to express yourself regardless of what it is. And I firmly stand by that. But I also stand by the fact that people are allowed to have their opinions, and my opinion on the matter is, I don't like it. It's very uncomfortable. I honestly would not recommend looking up traumacore. Two of the biggest criticisms when it comes to traumacore is that it is inherently an aesthetic, and it romanticizes trauma and mental illness, basically makes it trendy, which I know is kind of like one and the same. The themes of traumacore, like I said, are a lot like the other two, except for they actually use more pastel colors, more nostalgic, childish, like, gimmicks. And they even use characters like Hello Kitty and the other Sanrio characters to make it cute. I don't care what people say, but traumacore is an aesthetic. One way or another. It comes up in the aesthetic wiki, it comes up when you look at other internet aesthetics, it's an aesthetic. So regardless on if you see it as one or not, it is in the internet's eye. And that's a problem. Okay, it's a problem. Because it is seen as aesthetic and cute and basically makes horrible things like trauma and mental illness and just pain palatable and pretty. People can look at and be like, oh, that's cool. Basically, it's no lie that young people who are getting earlier and earlier access to the internet through their parents is finding this cute and trendy. See where I'm going with this? Now I know you can interpret me saying that as, oh, I don't like that people are sharing their experiences with mental illness. No. No. I actually love that people are opening up about their own experiences with their mind and mental health. That's a beautiful thing. Community is a beautiful thing, which I can also understand with the traumacore. However, there is a difference between sharing your experience and making it into an aesthetic. The problem with this is nowadays kids are finding information about the minds and, their mental health and physical health that they don't quite understand, and they won't be able to understand until they're older. Therefore, when they say something like traumacore, they might think, oh, that's cool, I want that. And you might be thinking that I'm absolutely fucking insane in thinking that, like, what the hell, like, no way somebody wants to be traumatized. Well, do I have a surprise for you? Enter underground subliminals. First of all, what's a subliminal? A subliminal is basically a video with upbeat music, imagery, and affirmations that you can use to manifest a happier mindset, or a job, or a boyfriend or girlfriend. Typically pretty happy videos. On the surface, there seems to be nothing too wrong with it. And then you dig deeper. Underground subliminals. Oh boy, there's a lot. To say that when I saw this, I was horrified is an understatement. Holy shit. What underground subliminals are is basically a video, music, affirmations to manifest trauma, mental illness, physical illness. And I'm not f***ing joking. I'm not kidding you. I know you're probably saying, say psych right now, but unfortunately this is the world we live in, so here we are. These videos are dangerous, they're messed up, they're disgusting, and whoever makes them needs to go kick rocks, okay? Sorry. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. And I want to read to you. I'll paraphrase and I'll put up a screenshot. This one is about schizophrenia, which is literally a video just helping you manifest schizophrenia. Good schizophrenia. Good hallucinations. Hallucinations that won't hurt you. Schizophrenia that you can turn off when you want. I don't know if you guys have heard any experiences from people who have schizophrenia. It's not fun. It's not cute. It's not quirky. It's not trendy. So to have this video where people are like encouraging others to manifest schizophrenia. Yeah, you can't make this shit up. And it gets worse. One of the worst ones, EDs. To say that these are disgusting videos, again, is an understatement. And don't look them up. It's not worth it. YouTube, you need to do better. Better. This is unacceptable. I hate that these videos exist. Because it's not helping anyone with actual mental illness, anyone who suffers with mental illness. So with the mixture of this aesthetic, making trauma this pretty thing that someone might want, and these underground subliminals, you might start to think that people really want this. They really want to be mentally ill. But typically, at least in my case, I was a kid. I didn't understand what mental illness really was. But I saw so many people on the internet have it and this glorified version of it that I thought maybe I should have it. And that's not the case. And I'm sorry, but especially younger generations like Gen Alpha, God bless their souls, are going to suffer with this the most because they're getting earlier and earlier access to the internet. And another criticism with it is that they steal art, which, come on, man, we're better than this. I mean, I guess not really, but come on, man, like, on top of that, you steal art? I gotta go take a nap now. The art is the one that pushes me over. No. Now, I want to take a second to say that I want to make it very, very clear. I don't really even care that traumacore exists. I personally don't like it, which means I'm going to stay away from it. That's my problem. That's my ordeal. And if it exists, it exists. There's nothing I can do about it. But the line between venting and vent art and internet aesthetic is posting it online. I never personally posted any vent art I made because it was so personal and so sensitive. I personally believe that because these images are so sensitive and so personal to the person who made it, that they shouldn't post it at all. Putting it on the internet is opening it up to be criticized, to be talked about, to be bullied. And it's really, really unhealthy. I think that we should be in a position where we understand that we need to protect ourselves. And when it comes to something as fragile as childhood trauma, we really shouldn't be putting it out there for anyone to view. In my personal opinion, that stuff is for you and for you alone. Because honestly, I don't know what I would have done if someone was critiquing my vent art. Yeah, it puts you in a pretty messed up situation. That's it. That's all I had to say. I think that when it comes to traumacore, like I said, I don't care that it actually exists. I think it might be even beneficial for some people. I just think that people shouldn't be posting it online and making it an internet aesthetic. And hopefully people learn from it. If not, that's fine. I just thought it would be cool to share my opinion on something that I've been super interested in. Anyway, that's the end of the video. What did you guys think about it? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Please let me know. I am so curious to hear if you guys think that traumacore is a good thing or not. And thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video. I know it was a bit of a doozy, and I know that maybe it was a bit uncomfortable, but sometimes you just need to get in those places. So if you liked the video, please let me know by leaving a like, or if I didn't, by telling me what I could have done better, or if I missed something that I should have talked about. And while you're down there, you should definitely subscribe. Yep, that's what you should do. Share the video, please. Since I've already gotten to my 100 subscriber, I don't want to stop or slow down. Help me get to 200 subscribers. I will appreciate anything I can get, even just the littlest bit of attention. Oh, you got me right here. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate anything you can give towards this YouTube channel and my videos. And with all that being said, I love you guys so much. Have a super safe day or night wherever you're at. And I will see you next time. Bye! Love you. Mwah! Or aren't you gonna press that subscribe button?